Hey guys, it's Luke from Mix and Made Simple, and I just want to make this quick video talking about LUFS and what LUFS level that I think you should be aiming for when mastering your music as an EDM producer. So I'm specifically making this for EDM producers. If you're mixing music, for like an acoustic band or something, then it's probably going to be a bit quieter than this. But for EDM specifically, I made this video. And so I analyzed a bunch of tracks, and the answer that I've come up with that I think is a good number to shoot for would be somewhere between -8 and -6 LUFS. And if you're making bass music, so, loud, in-your-face bass music, dubstep, then you probably want to go for even louder than that. And I'm talking up to -4 or even louder. How I got to this number was that basically I analyzed a bunch of tracks. And by analyzed, I just mean that I put it in metric A/B. But what I did was I went to the loudest section of each track, like the drop section, and I looked at the short-term LUFS, which is measuring within like a 3-second span, and the integrated LUFS, which is supposedly measuring the average LUFS for the whole track, which is interesting because I found that it kind of changed depending on where I was in the track. But I got those numbers. I'm going to list them in the description below. I try to have a good amount of varied type of music. So I have some pop kind of stuff like Sagala and Galantis would be considered more poppy EDM. And then I have some like Anjuna Deep style music like Marsh. And then I've got some, some Cream and Manila Killa, 7 Lines. So there's a little, it's pretty variable. But then I really only did, let's see, I did about 16 tracks. But that's as many as I didn't really think it'd be necessary to do more than that, because you're really going to find, I think that if you were to do this for yourself and look at your favorite artist tracks, you're going to find that the number is probably in this range. So if you're going to make more chill stuff, maybe like in Anjuna Deep, then if you get your music up to -8 LUFS, you're probably good to go. And the interesting thing I found that even some of the deeper stuff, the more chill stuff, it actually got up to more like -7 LUFS, which is pretty loud. And then even Strangers from, really popular track, 7 Lines and Mayan Strangers from 2014. It's interesting because that's a little bit older, but I actually found that track didn't get quite as loud as I expected. If I look at it, let's see, short-term LUFS -7.7, and then integrated -7.9. And now if I look at the track by the artist Blank, I use a track called Lights Out, Blank featuring Run. So it got up to a -2.8 LUFS short-term during the drop, and -3.1 integrated. And I'm measuring both of these integrated and short-term. I'm measuring during the drop. So yeah, and that's kind of expected because he's like a melodic dubstep guy. I mean, if you look at his live sets or whatever, it's it's that loud, like in-your-face type music. I just wanted to make this video because there seems to be this idea floating around where you should only master your music to -14 LUFS because Spotify is going to turn it down or something. But I make music and I try to help people who are making music for the purposes of getting on a record label, like Anjuna Beats, or name whatever label that you're trying to get on. If you send them music and it's mastered to -13 LUFS or something, it's just not going to compete, or it's going to be a little bit off compared to the majority of dance music that's mastered to -8, between -8 and -6 LUFS, or bass music, which is much louder. So there was a little bit of variance, and honestly, if you can just get your music up to -8 LUFS, I think you're pretty much good to go. Even if you're making some more loud stuff like melodic techno and has like a big loud drop, -8 seems to be pretty good. And if you're mixing your music well and you have a well-balanced mix and you take advantage of using, compression along with some clipping here and there, you're going to have no problem mastering your music to get up to this loudness level. Okay, so I hope this video helped you out. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I will get back to you. And if you are a dance music producer and you are really wanting to get better at mixing and mastering your music as fast as possible, go ahead and look in the description below and book a Zoom call with me. We'll see if you are a good fit for my mixing course, Mix Immersions. I help EDM producers get good at mixing and master as fast as possible. So look in the description below, and you'll also see all the tracks that I've measured below with their short-term and integrated LUFS. And I encourage you as well to take some of these tracks and measure the loudness yourself, and then see for yourself what your favorite artists are doing and what loudness levels that they are getting to. So once again, I hope that helped, and I will talk to you guys next time. All right.